Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our series on Jesus in the Old Testament. And today we're looking at Samson as a type of Christ. We'll be using Judges 15 mostly, and Judges 13 and number 6. So, Samson was a Nazirite. And as you can see in the text, a Nazirite is someone who is holy and doesn't cut his hair. If he goes near a dead body, he'll become unclean. Samson's mother was barren and wasn't able to have children, just like Mary. Jesus' mother was a virgin and couldn't have children. It was announced by a messenger of God that Samson would deliver his people from their enemies, just like it was announced by a messenger of God that Jesus would deliver his people from their sins. Samson was holy from birth because he was a Nazirite, just like Jesus was holy from birth and never sinned. Samson was handed over to the Philistines by the men of Judah, just like Jesus was handed over to the Gentiles by Judas. Also, note that Philistines are Gentiles too, so very identical there as well. Samson, who was holy, became unclean in order to save his people from their enemies and was thirsty at his death. Of course, he became unclean because he killed people, and Nazirites are not meant to go near dead bodies. And also, it's not a literal death, of course, but a symbolic one. Likewise, Jesus, who was holy, became unclean with sin in order to save his people from their enemies and was thirsty at his death. Samson's spirit came back to him and he lived again. Of course, this is symbolic again. Likewise, Jesus' spirit came back to him and he lived again. Also, note the word translated as revived means to live. And you can find that in the Strong's Concordance number H2421. Samson, the judge, was judge over his people, just like Jesus is Lord and judge over his people. So, to summarize, this story is about Samson, but it's also a story about Jesus. It's a story about one born by a woman who naturally couldn't give birth, who would deliver his people and be holy from birth, be given into the hand of the Gentiles by Judah, which is the exact name as Judas, of course. He'll become unholy in order to give deliverance to his people, and he'll be thirsty at his death, after which his spirit would come back to him. He'll live again and judge his people. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye bye.